Okay, hi Flosstube. It's me, Green Tiger's Crafts. Having technical difficulty. So we're just gonna roll with it. Yeah, I don't know how bad it's gonna be when I upload it, but I noticed my voice and my lips are not synced, and I've been fussing around for the last hour trying to correct that issue. So anyway, welcome to my messy craft room. Anyway, yeah, technical difficulties, voice is not right, and the image is reversed. So I raised my right hand, and it looks like it's on the left side of the screen for me. So okay, we're gonna power through this. So yeah. Anyway, I have a lot to show you guys. And normally I take the time to organize it, get the cover pictures out of the bags. It's not gonna happen today. So power with me. Yeah. Last time I did a video, I talked about being in School of Magical Stitches and Literature. I'm not doing the reading extra credits, so but all of this is contributing to that, so I don't, if I can remember the prompt, I'll tell you, but there's no guarantee. So my first one. Glare, glare, back glare, back glare. This is my Bengal Tiger Cub. This one, this prompt was 400 stitches on your most boring project. It's not a boring project, but I find this one to be my hardest my hardest motivation to work on. So, and by the time I got to 400, I was ready to move on. So anyway, we're last seeing it here. And where it currently is now. I worked down this corner up here. Again, everything is reversed for me, so I could probably flip it at editing, but then it's still gonna be awkward. So, one project. You're not thinking about okay, this project, my next project, I've been working on this for my Cinderella challenge, or Stitches for Cinderella. I've been trying to fit it in, but it's my Brittany Cell something bright wood, bright light familiars. The familiar cell. Last place you would have seen it. And if I can get my needle minder out of the way. This is where I currently am at. I have finished the cat, other than the back stitching. I'm gonna frog out this light, candle light over here and re-stitch it, and it's hard to tell, but I do have the white stitches in for this candle over here. So, yeah, no, over. That's currently where I am at. I still need to work on the border and finish up the familiars. I think I can do that tonight. I use this for a couple prompts, but truth be told, tell you which ones they were. So I'm going over here. And I keep it in my Ingleside Imaginarium project bag. That houses my Guardians, which I need to finish. I need to work on the Guardians. Anyway, my next project is my Wacky Witches by Klaus Factory. Oh, that's the key. Not prepared. This is my Wacky Witches. Last time I showed this to you, I was still working on the house. I have since then completed the house with the trapdoor. I've used this for a couple of stitches. It seems like I used it for 3. I know one of them was for the trapdoor, and the last one I used it for was the underground prompt. So last time you would have seen it. And where I currently am at. I have finished the house, brought over the yard a bit, and I started working. Oh no, I needed the third one was Lutter. I used the T for tree. So then that left me out on this side to work on the gravestones for underground, and I'm calling him the Revengeful Frog. Because there's plenty of times I should have frogged something, but I chose to fake it. Make it till you fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. Instead of frogging some of my projects, so he's the Revengeful Frog. But yeah, I think I got like 400 on the underground. For the most part, I've been getting a couple, like a roughly 50 to 100 extra stitches on a project. That's not stitching. And for the rhyme, there was a rhyme that you had to stitch on something in the rhyme, and it had frog legs. So I pulled out, I did 300 stitches on my calendar frog. I won this from Sonia from Cat Crazy Creations. I feel bad because I pulled it out. It's like, this is such a simple one. It should be closer to being done. But the last time you have seen it, and where it currently is at. So hi, over here. Basically, over. Like I said, it's backwards for me. So, yep, I had roughly this block done. So I moved up, moved over, moved down. And now I remember why I recorded my phone, even though I had to stop and clean it out 5 times. But I didn't want to do that because there's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. So, anyway. Back over there. Me and my friend. over here. And let's see. Another width that I worked on. I needed 100 stitches for the letter R. So I picked Red Robin Birdhouse. I haven't worked on this in over a year, so, or if I did, it was last Stitch, not last Stitch Mania, because I did all the princesses, the Stitch Mania before that. So insert a picture where you last seen it here. And excuse the park threads. That is currently where I'm at. I worked myself over and worked on the part of the robin's breast. I'm a little over 100 stitches. And this part over here is the birdhouse. And I've seen worse confetti, but the robin is very confetti. And I plan on doing my original plan was to do all 6 birdhouses from the 2013 issues of Just Cross Stitch. So they have their own little bag, mesh bag. They're kind of, best laid attentions, right? Okay. And yeah, for the Lutter challenge, there was A, B, and C. So you had to stitch on, supposed to stitch 100 stitches. There's something containing a word with that letter. So I did Halloween Blackwork. Halloween Blackwork, which sorry to say, I don't have a printout of the cover. But yeah, I did F for feline. So last place you would have seen it here. And this is currently where I am at. It is basically, I brought this border over and up. I was planning on stitching the cap, but I wanted to make sure because that week that was 300 stitches for the rhyme, 100 stitches for 3 letters, so 300 stitches there, and plus the 400 for your most boring whip. So I was making my stitch counts. So I didn't go back and put in the feline, which I originally was going to, but yeah, didn't work out all that well. Okay, this one, this is, I think I started this particular project last Mania. I only had like 100 stitches in there, so. And it's out of Just Cross Stitch, February 2017. The Sleeping Baby box. I will eventually get it straight. The prompt was to stitch on something related to camping and or outdoors. He's sleeping outside when it's snowing, so last place you would have seen it. And where I currently am at on him. Yep. I started the fox. Yeah, those brown stitches are the start of the fox. Actually, I think this one, if I were just to break it out and work on it for a week or a month, it's small enough and quick enough. It should be easy to and fun. Words. We're gonna go with it. If I focused on that particular whip, it would not take me as long to finish it. Okay, we're getting to the box. Another prompt was stitch on something dainty or delicate. Don't have a picture of it offhand, but here is a preview of it. It's Alexander Adelaide Spring Butterfly. Yes, and it is in black and white. I figure the wings are a delicate lace. So last time you would have seen it. And where I have stitched it to. I do believe that is the bottom. I could be wrong. I have the pattern right here. Yep, that's the bottom of the wing. Here we go. No, you're not. Apparently my box has become a slight catch-all. Oh. Not as much as in here as I thought there was. Next prompt was, or the next prompt, one of the prompts that I worked on was, stitch on something that you were unable to. I blame Flosstube. And particularly, I am blaming Emily C because I'm using her genius idea of of different floss colors. If you haven't seen Emily C's Death by Cross Stitch, check it out. But yeah, this is what it looks like. There we go. Without the glare. The last place you would have seen it Yeah. And I still have yet to finish a page on this, and I started this in 2017. So, yeah, I have the legs of the unicorn. Come on, focus. Focus. Yep. And I know that for that colorway, I'm using Dinky Dye's Mango Tango, which is a really pretty pinks and yellows. What's that? Okay. Which pamper you? This one I kind of goofed. I forgot to I forgot to take a starting photo. So I got almost 200, if not over 200 stitches in, and realized I didn't have the starting photo. It is Dark Sorceress. Come on, cover pictures, cover pictures. Okay. Yep. Yep, Dark Sorceress. Stitch on something difficult to stitch, or something you don't like to stitch on. And that is Spirits and Wizards. I think this was in week 1, but the last time you would have seen it. And where I currently am at. Yeah, I finished up the moon, which is over here. Brought it down, and realized that I'm off somewhere over here. But I got down here under this block and realized that I forgot to take my starting photo. So I did roughly 400 stitches in this piece. And instead of frogging it out, I just meshed those guys together. But I remember I looking back on it after I stitched on this for a while, I remember not liking the fabric. I also, this was the first time I tried using scroll bars, and they're the cheap ones you get at Joann's, where they're like $10 or less. I remember I did not enjoy my experience on scroll bars, so I picked that one because I thought it was gonna be more difficult, and once I got into the groove and the way I normally stitch in a hoop, I'm like, what did I find this difficult? This is kind of fun. So yeah. Hey, last whip. I did it in less than a half hour. Okay. My last whip was something to do with pirates and stitch 200 stitches of black. So I don't really have a cover picture, but I stitch on my Chinese kit because there's a lot of black in this thing. And please excuse the puppy hair. the last time you would have seen it. And where I am at. Yeah, I did 300 stitches. I was up here. I just brought this back down. All I did. Yeah, I'm just I'm all over this plate. I'm all over this whip. But yeah. 300 stitches of black. Okay, well that was actually very short. I really haven't bought, I mean I have a couple things to show you for haul, but I haven't really bought much of anything. Yeah, it is, I literally bought these 2 magazines yesterday, and today is the 30th of January, and one of them came with this cute little puppy calendar. So, I really like that cover piece. But I'm ready for next whole January, more winter theme, Valentine's theme. I'm ready for Christmas to go away. And I got one skein of 38.57 because it was on my list I needed to buy. And while I was there, I picked up some DMC variegated. Okay, this one is 45.15. I had no particular idea what I'm going to use these for, but... And this one is 45.14. So, less than a half hour. And I will see you end of February, beginning of March. So, stitch so I don't kill people. Bye.